So the next problem we will deal in is the calculation of artwork in the construction of an irrigation canal. So this is the question. Calculate the quantity of artwork in an irrigation channel for a bed width of 5 meter. Top width of the left bank is 3 meter and the right bank is 1.5 meter. Side slopes for excavation is 1:1 and for banking is 1.5:1. Height of the bank from the bed of the channel is 2.55 meter. The channel has a longitudinal slope of 1 in 5000. So also calculate the economical depth of digging. There is a freeboard of 45 centimeter. So this is the channel as given in the question. The bed width is 5 meter. The side slopes for excavation is 1:1 and for banking is 1.5:1. This is the side slope for excavation 1:1. 1:1. This is side slope of banking 1.5:1. 1.5:1 on both the sides. Here also on both the sides. Okay. The top width of the left bank is 3 meter and the right bank is 1.5 meter. This is the left bank. The top width is 3 meter. This is the right bank. The top width is 1.5 meter. Okay. The height of the bank from the bed is 2.55 meter. The height of the bank from the bed is 2.55 meter. Okay. So this is the top level of the bank. This is the top level of the both the banks. So height of the banks from the bed is how much? This is 2.55 meter as given in the question. 2.55 meter. And this is how much? 0.45 meter. Okay. Freeboard. This open space between the full supply level, this is the full supply level, maximum water can be filled up. Water can be filled up to maximum height of this one. Beyond this, we cannot fill the water. So there is a gap between this full supply level and the top width, and this gap is called freeboard, and it is of 45 centimeter or 0.45 meter. Okay, and the difference between the bed level and the top width of top level of the banks is 2.55 meter. So we can easily find out what is the height of full supply level. It is 2.55 minus 0.45. So I think it is 2.1. Full supply level is I think 2.1. Okay. So this is the cross-sectional view of the given canal. Okay. So we can see there is cutting and there is also embankment, filling. So in this case we have to adopt case number 2, partly in cutting and partly in filling. Okay. And these are the given datas. This is the chainage 500, 550, 600, 650. There is a difference of 50 meter from each station to the other. Okay. These are the ground RL. Okay. And the RL of the bed at the very beginning point is given. Other RLs we need to find out. How we can find out? We will have to find out with the help of this gradient. Just like we have solved in the road problem, in the calculation of artwork in roads, we need to find out the RL of the bed here from this ground level, ground points as well as the gradient. Okay. The question. The channel has a downward slope of 1 in 5000. Okay. So that means if we move 5000 units horizontally, we will move 1 unit vertically. And this is the downward slope. So 5000 horizontally, 1 vertically downward. So what is the distance between one station to the other station? Because of all the stations we need to find out what is the distance between one station to the other station. It is 50. So if it is 1 then 1 by 5000, and if it is 50, then it is 50 by 5000. That means 1 by 100, or you can say 0.01 downward, because this is a downward slope. Okay, so that means from this one it will be coming 0.01 downward. So 98.5 minus 0.01, it will be 98.49. Again the distance is 50, so 98.49 minus 0.01, 98.48. So 98.48 minus 0.01, 47. Just like that. We need to fill up the rest of the data. Okay, so we have calculated the RL of the bed for each and every change point. Okay, now on the same list we have added these two rows, cutting and banking. Okay, so whenever the ground is higher than the bed, obviously there will be cutting. When the bed is higher than the ground, then there will be filling. Now here we can see all these points are higher than the bed points. These are ground points and these are bed points, and you can see all these points are higher than the bed points. So how can we find out the total height of cutting in this bed? RL of ground minus RL of bed is equal to cutting. If this is a positive value, then it is cutting, and if it is a negative value, then it is banking. Now 100 minus 98.5, it is positive 1.5. 100.31 minus 98.41, positive 1.82. 100.52 minus 98.48, positive 2.04. So just like that we have found out the height of cutting, the depth of cutting for each and every station point. But we see there is no banking. But there is banking in this channel. How? Because these portions are banking. But there is no banking on the bed. That means throughout the channel, the bed will be lower than the ground level. But if sometimes you might find some values here also in banking also. That means there is banking on the banks, of course, and there is also banking on the bed also. But in this case, there is no banking on the bed. On the bed, there is no banking. Only there is banking on the side banks that we have constructed. But there is no banking on the bed. There is only cutting on the bed. Okay? So don't confuse between banking on the banks and banking of the bed. Here there is no banking on the bed, but there is only cutting on the bed. Okay, now let us come to the calculation of quantities. So on this side, left hand side, we have calculated the quantities of artwork in cutting. And when I say cutting, I have already described this in the figure, that cutting is happening in the bed. And on the right hand side, we are calculating the quantities of banking in the banks. As I have already described, there is no banking on the beds, there is only banking in the banks. So on the channel bed, there is no banking, only in the banks there is banking. So we will calculate the quantities of banking and cutting separately. So first of all, the first column contains the chainage 500, 550, 600 respectively. Then depth of cutting I have already calculated. Here you can see the depth of cutting has been calculated for each and every station. Okay. So we have entered the depth of cutting for each and every station. Then comes the mean depth. How do we get the mean depth? This plus this divided by 2 is equal to this. This plus this divided by 2 is equal to this. This plus this divided by 2 is equal to this. So in that case, we got the mean depth. Okay. Now what do you mean by mean depth of cutting? What do you mean by D? So in the figure, if I have to draw D, what do you mean by D? D is equal to this much, the depth of cutting. This is D. This is the ground line. So from the ground line to the bed line, this is D. Okay. You must be remembering. How do you find out the area of this? BD plus SD square. What is S? 1. BD plus SD square was the formula to calculate the area of this. Okay. So D we have found out. Obviously for the first row D will be blank, so all the others will be blank, but for the other stations we have found out D. Now central area, BD plus SD square was the total area of the trapezoidal section. So BD, what is B? B is given as the channel width is given as 5 meters. So 5 into this is equal to this, 5 into this is equal to this, 5 into this is equal to this. That means BD. Now SD square, what is the value of S here? The slope of cutting is given as 1:1. Slope of cutting is given as 1:1. So S is 1. So D square, that means 1.66 square into 1 is equal to this. 1.93 square into 1 is equal to this. Just like that, we have found out SD square for each and every station. Now BD we have got, SD square we have got. It's time to find out the total area. BD plus SD square is the total area. Now if we multiply the total area by length, then we'll get the quantity. So length for each and every station, the distance from one station to the other station for each and every case is 50. So we've got the area, we have got the length. Area into length is volume. Area into length is volume. Area into length is volume. So ultimately we have found out the volume of cutting for each and every station like this. And we have found out the total volume of cutting. So up to this, cutting case is over. Cutting case is over up to this. This is the total volume of cutting in the bed. Now let us come to banking. In the banks. Okay. Now what is the height of the bank above the bed? For that, let us go to the figure once again. Height of the bank above the bed, we have already found out to be 2.55. It is given in the question. Okay. So 2.55 for each and every case. Height of the bank above the ground. It is given in the question. Okay. Now what is the height of the bank above ground level? H. Small h. Is equal to capital H minus D. Now how we got this and why do we need this? For that explanation, I have to go back to the figure once again. Now this is the figure. Okay. Now this is capital H, 2.55. Now we need this height, small h. Why? Why we need this height? Because BD plus SD square is the volume of this bank. Okay. To find the volume of this bank, to find out the quantity of banking, we need this h. So what is the value of this h? This is the total height, capital H. So capital H minus, if we do this, so capital H minus D, then what remains? The height. This total height minus this depth is equal to this. You can easily find out from the figure, total height minus depth is equal to small h. So that's exactly what we are going to do. So capital H we know for each and every station, and D also we know for each and every station, we have already found out. So capital H minus D, 2.55 minus 1.6 is equal to this. 2.55 minus 1.93 is equal to this. Just like that, we will find out the value of small h, height of the bank above ground level for each and every station. Okay. Now once we have found out the value of h, we need to find out the area of the banks. Now how we are going to find out the area of the banks? I have already discussed this in the road part also. It is very easy. Suppose 3 meter is B1, 1.5 meter is B2. So first of all, we need to find out this central area. How we are going to find out this central area? It's B1 into H. Here the central area, it is B2 into H. It is B2 into H. So total central area B1 plus B2 into H. So central area we have calculated for both the cases. What is left? This sloping portion for this and this sloping portion for this. How to find out? How to find out this sloping portion? The sloping area for this trapezoidal section will be BD plus SD square. So what is D? D is H. So S, we are naming the slope as S1 here. S1 H square. Here also the sloping areas will be S1 H square. So S1 H square. So the total area of this plus this is equal to B1 plus B2 into H plus twice S1 H square. What is the value of S1 here? S1 is 1.5. It is given. So H we have found out. B1 plus B2 into H. What is B1? B1 is 3. B2 is 1.5. So 3 plus 1.5 into H. Again 3 plus 1.5 into H. 3 plus 1.5 into H. 3 plus 1.5 into H. Just like that we have found out B1 plus B2H for each and every station. Just like that we have found out twice S1 H square for each and every station. H we know for each and every station. S1 is 1.5. So twice S1 H square for each and every station we have found out. Twice S1 H square. S1 is 1.5. H we know for each and every station. So twice S1 square we can easily find out. Now this plus this is equal to the total area. As I have already explained, B1 plus B2 into H plus twice S1 H square is the total area. So this is the area for 500 chainage. This is the area for 550 chainage. So just like that we have found out the areas for each and every chainage. Okay. Now it's time to find out the volume. What is the length? The length between each and every station is 50. So area multiplied by length is volume. So we have found out the volume of banking for each and every station like this. And ultimately we have found out the total volume of banking in the banks. Okay. So we have found out the total volume of cutting in the bed and total volume of banking in the beds, in the banks. In the bed there is no banking, there is no art filling, there is no banking. Okay. So this is the total volume of banking and this is the total volume of cutting. So we will do the balance quantity. This minus this. If it is a positive value, that means the banking is more than the cutting. If the banking is more than cutting, then we have to attain 123 cubic meter of balance quantity. We have to take this extra quantity from the borrow pits. That means, what is a borrow pit? That means this is the excavation that we have done. Okay. The earth taken from this excavation is being used to construct this and this. But according to our calculation, the excavated earth from this portion is not enough. 123 cubic meter of extra land is required to construct this and this. So what we are going to do, we are going to dig some extra trenches here like this. Some extra trenches here like this. We are going to excavate some extra trenches and take the earth from this to construct this. 123 cubic meter of extra land will be taken from these extra trenches, and these are called borrow pits. So this 123 cubic meter will be taken from the borrow pits. Okay. Now let us come to the calculation of economical depth of digging. Now for economical depth of digging, quantity of digging has to be equal to quantity of banking. Now we know the expression to find out the quantity of digging. It is BD plus SD square, and quantity of banking is B1 plus B2 into small h plus twice S1 h square. And we have all these value, capital V value is given, B1, B2, S1, we know all these values. And we also know in the tables we have already discussed this in the figure also, that small d plus h is equal to capital H, which is given in the question as 2.55. So h is equal to 2.55 minus d. So if we put the value of this h in this equation 1, then we will get this, and after simplification we will get two values. It becomes a quadratic equation, and if we solve this we will get two roots, 10.99 or 1.41. But this cannot be 10.99, because if we put 10.99 here, the height of the bank above the ground level will become negative, which is not possible. Can the height of the bank become negative? No, it's not possible. So we will take 1.41. So economical depth of digging we have found out to be 1.41 meters.